How the UK is changing without you noticing. Have you ever paused for a moment and thought, hang on, when did that change? Across cities, villages, and even our daily routines, the UK is undergoing quiet but meaningful transformations. These aren't loud revolutions, they're subtle shifts, quietly altering the way people live, work, shop, and think. From the high street to the weather, from cups of tea to cash payments, Britain is evolving in ways that many don't even notice until they look back. So today, let's explore how the UK is changing without you noticing. You might be surprised by how much has already shifted. The new face of the high street. Once upon a time, the high street was the backbone of British community life. It's where you did your weekly shop, met friends, bumped into neighbours, and supported local businesses. But walk down many high streets today and the change is hard to ignore. Independent shops have closed. Department stores like BHS, Debenhams and House of Fraser are gone. In their place, nail salons, vape shops, discount chains, or worse, empty units. Online shopping has exploded. Supermarkets have moved to the edges of towns. This isn't just about shopping habits. It reflects a deeper transformation in British society. Convenience is replacing community, and that cosy, small-town feel is slowly fading. Many towns are now launching regeneration projects to revive high streets, but the golden era of bustling market squares may never fully return. This subtle change, emblematic of broader UK lifestyle changes, has crept in so quietly we hardly saw it coming. British work culture has quietly transformed. Working life in the UK used to follow a simple formula: 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, commute in, work hard, commute out. That routine defined careers for decades, but things have shifted. More Brits are working remotely, going freelance, juggling side gigs, or embracing flexible working patterns. It's no longer strange to hear someone say, "I work from home on Thursdays," or "I'm fully remote now." Hybrid working has become the new normal in many sectors. The traditional office job is no longer the standard, and for younger workers, work is less about status and more about balance, well-being, and freedom. This isn't just a result of global events. It's part of a long-term trend. The way people view success is also changing. In modern British life, climbing the corporate ladder has been replaced by pursuing meaningful, manageable lifestyles. The job market is evolving, and while it may not be loud or dramatic, this shift is redefining British work culture as we know it. From tea to flat whites, a changing cuppa. Tea has long been Britain's unofficial national drink. Whether you're happy, sad, cold, or confused, the answer has always been put the kettle on. But now, it's just as likely someone will hand you a skinny flat white with oat milk. Coffee culture has taken hold across the UK, and not just in big cities. Artisan cafes, espresso machines at home, and trendy brews like matcha or cold brew are everywhere. Big chains like Costa, Cafe Nero, and Pret dominate high streets, while independent coffee shops continue popping up in smaller towns. Meanwhile, tea consumption is gradually declining, especially among younger Brits, who now associate coffee with energy, productivity, and even identity. This shift may seem small, but it signals something bigger. British habits and social norms are evolving. The classic image of Britain as a tea-drinking nation is still true, but only just. It's another example of how British society transformation can happen one cup at a time. Sundays aren't what they used to be. If you grew up in the UK a few decades ago, Sundays were sacred. Shops were closed, the streets were quiet. And it was the day for church, Sunday lunch, and family time. But over the years, that tradition has quietly eroded. Sunday trading laws changed, and with them, so did Sunday culture. Today, supermarkets are open, shopping centres are packed, and cafes are full of brunch goers rather than families around a dining table. Online shopping is available 24/7, and digital entertainment means every day can feel the same. While Sunday roasts still have a place in many homes, that unique calmness is becoming harder to find. It's not necessarily a bad thing. People have more flexibility now. But for those who remember old-fashioned Sundays, it's another sign of how the UK is quietly transforming. This cultural change in the UK is less about rules and more about rhythm. And the weekly rhythm has changed for good. Cash is quietly disappearing. There was a time when you wouldn't leave home without cash. Whether you were heading to the pub, the bakery, or a market, coins and notes were king. But now, tap to pay, tap to ride the bus, tap to split a bill at the pub. From contactless cards to Apple Pay and Google Wallet, digital payments have become the default. Some shops and cafes now only accept card payments. No coins, no notes, no exceptions. Even charity donations and buskers have gone digital with QR codes and contactless tins. It's more convenient, yes, but for some, especially older generations, it feels like a sudden leap into unfamiliar territory. This change hasn't made headlines, but it's reshaping daily life. The UK is edging toward a cashless society, not by force, but by slow, quiet evolution. Another gentle reminder of how the UK is changing without you noticing. British identity is becoming more diverse and dynamic. Ask someone 50 years ago what it meant to be British, and you'd get a fairly narrow answer. Today, it's a much broader, richer story. British identity has become more inclusive, shaped by generations of immigrants, global influences, and cultural fusion. From the music on the radio to the food in your fridge, the UK reflects a beautiful patchwork of traditions. School children speak dozens of languages. Curry has been called the national dish. Celebrations like Diwali, Eid, and Lunar New Year are embraced alongside Christmas and Bonfire Night. This isn't a rejection of British traditions, it's their evolution. Cultural changes in the UK are making it a more connected, expressive, and globally minded society. The stiff upper lip is being softened. Britishness is no longer about just where you're from, but who you are and how you contribute. It's happening gently, but it's one of the most profound transformations of our time. The rise of home comfort culture. In the past, socialising in the UK meant going out to pubs, clubs, cinemas, football matches. But increasingly, Brits are turning inward, finding more joy in staying home. Streaming platforms, food delivery apps, online games, home fitness, and digital book clubs are all part of this rise in home-based entertainment. Interior design is booming. Home cooking shows are more popular than ever. Even home bars and garden cinemas are becoming common. The cost of living pressures, the pandemic years, and advances in tech have all encouraged people to make their homes as enjoyable as the outside world. This shift in behaviour might seem minor, but it reflects bigger UK lifestyle changes. Brits are now building lives around comfort, convenience, and digital access, shaping how people rest, relate, and recharge. Even the weather feels different. Let's talk about something very British: the weather. It's always been unpredictable, but now it's downright strange. Winters that feel like spring, heat waves in October, torrential rain followed by sunshine in a single afternoon. Climate change is no longer a distant concept. It's part of daily British life. To adapt to rising temperatures, councils are planting more trees to cool cities. Railways are reinforcing tracks to withstand the heat, and coastal towns are re-evaluating flood defences. Even gardeners are swapping traditional blooms for drought-tolerant plants. The UK is changing not just socially or culturally, but climatically, and although the sky still looks the same, the long-term trend is undeniable. This is a transformation that affects everyone, regardless of class, postcode, or politics. and it's happening whether we like it or not. The UK may seem steady on the surface, but it's constantly evolving. From the way we work and shop to how we connect, cook, and even drink tea, life in Britain is full of quiet revolutions. And once you notice them, you start to see them everywhere. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.